I don't know if you won this one or not. Just off the bat, I guess I should talk about it a little bit, like how Link should be playing and how, like, kind of the mindset of a Link player. A Link player is going to be spacing you out really, really hard. And in a spacing war, there's no better character that spaces than Link. It just straight up doesn't. There's no matchup that Link loses in the space out war. It's always Link. So anytime that you see that, you know, you're far away and you're just camping, you should immediately like try and break that concentration of you camping.
And then just get in after that?
Well, yeah, you should be focusing primarily on getting in. Just because, like, Link doesn't really have very many fast moves. He has, his quickest move is up B out of... his quickest move out of shield is up B or Nair. And those aren't really, like... I don't know, Doc has way better out of shield options, like, I think Doc's Nair is a lot better. I think his up air could even be really good. He can up B out of shield. I think it sets Doc up in a pretty good situation. However, the weird thing about this matchup is that Doc loses above and below, which is like typically when we look at a matchup, we can see like, okay, this character wants to be below this character wants to be above this character. There's not really a situation where Doc really wants to be below Link, and there's no situation where Dr. Mario wants to be above Link besides edgeguarding him.
Yeah.
Because Link's down air is so large, and his up air is so disjointed, Doc can't get down, he has to go around. However, any diagonal direction from Link is totally fine, because his back air isn't really that like it's not bad. It's blatantly average. And his forward air is like a falcon knee in terms of timing. So if you can use like a back air to try and trade with his back air or with his forward air, your back air will probably come up first, and you'll have a lot easier time positioning yourself because you don't have to wait for that like falcon knee wait time that Link has on his forward air. And his Nair is okay, but it's kind of a gimp move, I would say. It's not too super powerly or super like overly strong. So in this matchup, Link wins far away. If Dr. Mario's coming straight down on top of him, he loses. But if he comes down like diagonal, it's totally fine. If he comes down diagonal behind him, it's totally fine. He could up tilt, but like Link can't really combo the Mario Bros that hard, and up tilt doesn't really do that much damage. Like you're not getting shot in the foot for getting hit by an up tilt or anything. So, and up smash doesn't even link. So you win like every trade pretty much in this matchup. His only combo is going to be his down throw up tilt, and you could actually get out of this. You could, if you held shield, you would have been fine. So I'm just saying, like, up tilt isn't even true on Mario, on any of the Mario Bros. Caping isn't that bad in this matchup, but if you cape a bomb, it'll explode on you.
Yeah.
So I would just be mindful of that, but that's about, like, all I would say about that. Link has a shield that's, like, pretty shitty. Where sees if he had a shield. Link should, I'll show you right now, but like Link should be going on hitting Dr. Mario like right here. Obviously, like you as Dr. Mario got back pretty safely, but Link should be using Nair to go and get you. There's like no excuse. And if you have to up B, make sure you're hugging the stage because he's gonna down air you or down smash you or down tilt, and it's gonna suck. But there's no reason he should boomerang you because it just pops you up. Unless he's just trying to get damage, or just poke you, which I'm sure he tried to do. Throwing a bomb just kills your edge guarding attempt. So if you see a Link throwing a bomb, then you pretty much got to ledge safe, and he pretty much just gave it to you because Link can't really do much. Also, Links are going to be doing this back air that's really annoying because it looks like it's going to end. He does it right here. And actually, if he doesn't fast follow it, he can nair again. He can nair... I think he can nair... Or he can back air nair. So, it's really weak, but if you up tilt it, it's so bad. And if Link uppies like this, and he misses you, go in for the kill, because he's in so much landing lag. You either go in for the kill, or you wait for him to be done. You don't wait for the move to be done. Or you don't resort back to neutral, I should say. If you have the chance, you should always be going in, because right here, the move's done. Oh, I know he's holding shield. He was in a lot of lag. If you see uppy, go in for the jugular, because it's got so much cooldown on it, because it's a special move, so it can't be like L cancel, it can't be canceled or anything. So just know that. Just be mindful of, like, if you see his uppy, if your shield is uppy, go in for the kill, because he can't do anything. Link knows that being above him, or being above Dr. Mario is not a bad idea. So he's going for uppy a lot. Okay. I've already talked about this. I know, like, I can't tell you in retrospect, but, like, if the Dr. Mario uppies, don't pill. That just resets his cooldowns. Or resets his, like, his animation, and he can start shielding. When he uppies, that should be like that should be like a visual cue that you can go.
It should be like a rest punish.
Yeah, it should be. It should just be like it's a free grab. That's a free like fair. It should basically be death. If he uppies you at ledge like that, not what you can do. You can hold ledge and respect it, and then hit him after because he's in a lot of lag. But like, don't try and get up past it because it's out forever, and that's kind of what Link wants. Unless you can get a roll from ledge, but getting up regular and doing an attack will just kill you. And even doing like an attack from the ledge is like not a great idea. I just want to talk about how like hitting him from this position is really good because his up tilt's really slow and he has to pivot this. You jump, so the up tilt's gonna hit you. But if you didn't jump, you could have just like fallen up aired him or like fallen naired him and it would have hit. And then you come down directly on top of him. Just make sure you come down diagonally or a bit more to the side because his forward tilt is super slow. His dash attack is kind of hard to get out. F smash is really slow. Up smash sucks. Up tilt doesn't hit behind him very well. It hits in front of him or like diagonally up in front of him, all right. But hitting behind him diagonally is like his weak spot. That would be like his. That's like what is it like? It's like he's wearing a shield of armor, and then like behind him is like the squishy bit, like the back of his head. Like when you're fighting, you hit the back of his head, like that'll knock him out. The back of Link's head will kill him. Falling on top of him won't, but like the soft spot on the back of his head is like that will kill him. That's his weakness is the back of his head. So as long as you can think of that, you should be fine. But again, being directly below him or directly above him is really bad. Because it was down air and up air, and we try, and a lot of the Links, we actually just saw it. When you think that you're like in a safe spot to hit him, you'll do a rising up air, and he'll do a down air, because this beats everything. The only thing that this loses to, as far as I'm aware, is like, maybe Marth up air, and Puff's up air, because I know Puff's up air is ridiculous, but this, Dr. Mario can't beat this. If you see a Link above you, just move sideways. Just move out of the way. He's vulnerable here, and he's vulnerable here, but like right here is such a bad, like, up air is never gonna win. Never in 100 years. And it wins the trade because you're at 5% as well. It would have won the trade as well if you're at low percent, and it combos into itself. So just be mindful that like if you have to play against a Link, come in from the side. Because Link from the side sucks really bad. He has to really rely on like using a Falcon knee forward air pretty much. Or a boomerang. And boomerang's pretty safe, but it's pretty slow. Drill? Not bad. Drill is actually really good in this matchup.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Because Once Link's in shield, his roll is so awful. His roll, I'm not gonna look it up right now, but I want to say it's like 5 frames. I want to say like it is pitifully slow before he's invincible. I think he rolls here. We'll see when he rolls. I think one. He down smashes. Okay. I guess where he's gonna roll, but drill is just really good regardless, because Link's out of shield and his shield options are so bad. Once he's in a shield, he's like done. He's done for. And his crouch canceling options aren't that good because his down tilt is so slow. So if you can get a drill, he's kind of stuck only doing up B. And if you can bait out up B doing drill into shield, and he up B's, like look at that. That's so free. And he can't cancel it. He can't do anything.
I almost did it. I got kind of boned there. I got a little greedy.
Well, that's okay. It's only one game, and like it's not set. And obviously, you don't know the matchup. But just know, as soon as Link up B's, you gotta go in for the kill, which you did the last time, which was amazing because that's good. You adapt it pretty fast. Going for these jab grabs isn't a good idea because a lot of Links are really defensive and they'll try and roll ASAP. So doing that roll or doing that like jab before hitting like a down smash thing, maybe not the best idea unless you're trying to catch his roll. But like most times they're going to be trying to like up B or back air shield or forward air. This Link should be going for Nair if he's a proper Link. You're going to be off stage pretty soon here. If this Link is proper, what he'll do is he'll do Nair and just chase you. Because if he trades, he wins every time. But he's probably not a good Link, so he's only going to use Boomerang and stuff. Or try and down smash you. Or Bomb, which I don't like. Bomb doesn't do anything. It pops you up, but you can just hold out. Or, like, I don't know, just go around it. Like, it's really... Bomb sucks. And up B's pretty good if they don't sweet spot. But Bomb, just not good. This Link should have just gone for Nair. So, with the knowledge that we have of, you know, that was a bad stage. Pokemon, definitely counterpick on his part. If this were Link Doc, Pokemon's a counterpick for sure. Because it's a long stage, and it has really nice platforms for Link that covers boomerang angles and bomb angles really well. It's long, kills off the top, which is like a Doc favorite thing, but the sides are quite long too, and it kind of abuses Dr. Mario's recovery. I'd say Dreamland and Pokemon are like the two bad ones. FD is not bad because I'm pretty sure Dr. Mario has chain grabs. I'm like almost certain.
He does. It's not a long chain grab, but it does have one.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, you still have strings, and Link does not have strings, so FD definitely better than Pokemon for that reason. And once you get in on Link, it's so over for the Link. Pokemon.
Just wait. It's true from 13 to 40.
Okay,
it
that's
can work at 0. It can work at 0 with no DI, and then with away DI, it can work at 6%.
Okay.
And they have to do no DI in order to jump out. So they have to know that they have to jump out at 40, which a lot might not know. So then you could grab them up to 64.
They're not. A Link player's not gonna know the Doc chain grab. So.
Yeah.
Especially Nathan. So. But it's good to know at least in your case. I'm going to talk about jumping a little bit here. Because Link doesn't have a follow-up here, jumping's not a bad idea. Because, like, he could have reached, maybe with up air. But jumping here isn't bad. You might think it's really scrubby, but, like, Link doesn't really have a follow-up. Link's really smart to try and go to ground, but the fact that he went for the double jump up air, really bad on him. Really poor on his part. Because if he gets that up air, you're just put back in the air, and he doesn't really have any presence because he doesn't have a double jump anymore. Up tilt, yep. If you're gonna knock someone down on a platform, in most matchups, like right here, your first mistake was jumping right here. You can just wait here. I was doing this to Caleb earlier today when I was playing Fox Marth and Falcon Marth. I would just wait onto the platform, and you can react to whatever he does. Just you can back air, Up air, I don't know if forward air is going to come out on net play reaction time. I don't think so. Maybe on LAN, but doing a forward air is really committal and really telegraphed. And it shows him, if you do this, it shows him the timing for when you're going to fall. And you can just do get up attack, and he's invincible. If you wait down here, he can't wait it out. You can totally just react to whatever he does. If you're
Get a free juggle.
Yeah. Like, if he gets knocked out on the platform, just wait below him. Unless you can. Then go for it, but otherwise, just wait on the platform. Link doesn't really have a good time on a platform or like in knockdown position because his rolls are so bad. So you can definitely react. His rolls are so poor. Like, so unbelievably poor. Back there, up there.
I could have grabbed him there, honestly.
You could have, but that's fine. I don't think he's going for these nairs. I'll be honest. Like, this Link should have been going for this nair way sooner. The fact that you cape him is unlucky because he actually fast falls.
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor guy. Yeah, really. But so going for the nair is the right thing on his part. But because Yoshi's such a condensed stage, Link doesn't really have anywhere to move, and like every time you drill him, he has to respect it. He can't really up out a shield because you have priority, because of how slow all his shield options are, and how bad his roll is. So, if you drill, you can shield, and then on reaction, you can either, if you're at 0, and you, let's say you drill behind him like you did just now. Right here. So you did a little while. But you did drill, and you landed behind him.
Cross up drill, yeah.
Yeah, you cross up drill. If you crouch, L cancel crouch, that beats up B, because you're crouch canceling it. And you can just, up B only hits once, so if you get hit by the first one, just go in and go hit him. It beats back air, because his back air is super weak, and you can crouch under it. If he rolls behind you, then you catch him. And if you just hold shield or tries to spot dodge, you're ready for it. The only thing that cross-up would lose to is rolling this way. But, like, that's pretty... Given all the options you cover just by doing drill and then crouching, it's worth it. It's worth it to lose that one option for the other... 5 options that you cover just by, like, drilling, crossing up a shield, and then crouching. You take a little bit of damage, and the punish is so much better. I was doing this a lot on net play, where I would just nair, get a knockdown, and then crouch cancel down tilt. And the down tilt, even though I get hit by the get up attack, the down tilt plus aerial is always more damage than the get up attack. Always. Unless you're getting hit by 2 hits of like a Marth get up attack or a Link get up attack, which is really rare, and you have to be really inside them. So just going for a crouch here is totally the right play. You try and go for a jab. Understandable, because that's usually what you do against most characters, but against characters like Link, even Marth, you could probably just do this cross up. I mean, he has reverse uppy out of shield, but like, Marths aren't really going to do that at your level. I don't even think Lawrence would do that. I don't. Caleb maybe, but it's pretty rare. But yeah, no, if you cross up a shield to drill, like, a Link has to respect that, and you can just crouch it. Crouch canceling is really good against Link, because if you crouch cancel something, all of his moves are really, really, really freaking laggy. And if he does an aerial, or not an aerial, a projectile, the only thing that, like, is really fast is, like, boomerang, which he's going to spam a lot. I get that. And it's going to bounce back at him. But, like, that's... The odds of him throwing out the move compared to all the others are pretty low in most situations. So crouch canceling in, like, a lot of situations against Link is pretty safe. Unless he predicts that you're going to crouch cancel, or he just wants to fade back and throw a boomerang. So, crouch canceling is really good against Link. It's just that boomerang is Link's answer to it, or obviously his grab, but you're going to get hit by boomerang more often than not. But, like, your crouch cancel is good against forward air at low percent, nair at pretty much every percent, back air at pretty much every percent until like 120 even. maybe not up air and down air, but like the odds of him approaching or using that in neutral against a crouch cancel is pretty rare. Unless he's like brain dead, the guy. Smash. Coming down from below is pretty bad. But again, he doesn't use up air, he uses up smash, which is really bad. Back air, back air. Back air rolls aren't bad because Link's drift is so bad. Link's drift is... Aerial drift is so awful. I don't know why Nintendo thought it would be really funny to give him the worst drift in the game, besides like Zelda, but... Holy shit, it's horrible. Because you have a lot of pressure, you can afford to just wait. And the thing about being okay, this isn't really a Link lesson per se. This is actually exactly where I want it to be. But if you have a lead, any significant lead, or you just think that they're scared of you at any percent, you can just wait for them to do something because they'll like.
If feel the pressure, right?
Yeah, if you know he's gonna recover or like be really scared and he's gonna air dodge, just wait for it, and you'll always win because in Melee again, this is a defensive game. It might not seem like it because of like all the offensive options, but punish game is so important in neutral because if you just wait, you get so much. Like, for example, let's say the neutral position is you're on ledge and he up Bs. He's scared you're going to do something off ledge because he is losing, so he's going to panic, spam buttons. And even though he's in the winning position, like theoretically on stage and stuff, because you're winning by such a big margin and he's so scared, he's going to panic. And he's not going to wait. And so, even though he's in the winning position stage-wise, in the game sense, he's not winning. And so you can, if someone's like, has a bad lead, they're going to start spamming. Or like, if someone isn't in the lead and they're like down a lot like this, they're going to start spamming, and you can just wait. Because they'll start spamming everything as fast as they can. And you can just wait and punish. Like, I tried to wait too long because he was nervous, but... a little lesson at the end there. Was there anything else you wanted to look at in the Link matchup at all?
I think it's enough. I mean, it's not like the most important matchup, so I don't need to talk about it like a lot.
No, but like to cover it and like at least go over it and say that like, you know, you should know that like Dr. Mario loses directly above and below. Boomerang's a hazard and bombing or caping bombs isn't very good. To go over that is really good, but you can really see like how much a stage difference makes because of the playstyle change. Like because Link had nowhere to run, he had no game plan. Because this Link's game plan was like probably fade back Boomerang the whole game, and that was probably he probably didn't have any idea how to play like up or how to play up close and apply a new game plan. So that's probably why like Yoshi's really good. When you play against someone like Nathan, who is very spam heavy, he won't mind the smaller stages as much. And because he's not really the kind of guy who's gonna camp, Dreamland won't actually be that bad of a pick because Link's drift is super bad. Things like I don't know, like. The problem you had on Pokemon was like he had too much space to like get projectiles in, and you tried to go above it, below him a little, maybe a little too much. But on Dreamland, Nathan's not going to be the kind of guy to throw projectiles like that guy did on Pokemon. But I think that if you were to play against someone like Nathan, who has the game plan of a Link to play a bit more aggressive, he's going to want to see those kills off the top. He's going to want to approach you a lot more. He's going to want to, you know, have the gameplay not last 5 minutes. So he's going to prefer Pokemon. He should counterpick you Dreamland, but he's probably not. And if he does, he's not going to play Campy, which is really nice because obviously that's where you struggle in this matchup because Link's the best zoner in the game, pretty much. There's no one that really beats him. There's no, and you know, you like obviously we can see you excelled in the Link matchup when you had like close quarters, but Nathan can all play close quarters all the time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of his game plan. So and the way that Link kills is always off the top, always
Yes.
with down air, or with
Well, or the Gimps with the up B.
yeah, I was gonna say with the up B, but that's applicable to every stage. So we shouldn't even think about that. We should just think like, right, if I'm gonna play against Nathan, who who loves using projectiles and killing off the top, but doesn't like playing campy, Pokemon is actually worse than Dreamland for this player.
Right.
I remember when I was talking to John at in Improving Grounds like a long time ago. He said that Yoshi's was actually a preferred pick against Ganon in the Fox matchup because he's a very rush down Fox in that matchup and he likes punishing really closely and he hates waiting. So I said, okay, well I'm not gonna take him to Yoshi's anymore. I'm gonna take him to Battlefield, and then I'd start winning games because he was more comfortable on Yoshi's in the Ganondorf matchup than Battlefield because Fox can kill Ganon off the top at like up throw at 20%, up air, up air, up air. That's a free kill. Whereas if I go to Battlefield, the platform's a little higher, the combos aren't as free, the ledges are a little goofy. He doesn't have anywhere to tech. He can run and gun, but I have more room to do my fade back fair stuff, and I can start baiting a little more. I have a little bit more room to like if I mess up, he's not instantly in my face because there's more stage behind me or in front of me. So in this case, like, because the reason you want to practice against a Link or like you want to have a Link practice is because of Nathan. And so I'm saying if you're gonna play against Nathan, think about the stage. Think about how Dreamland is a better pick than Pokemon. Or you might have the idea that maybe you want to go FOD instead of Yoshi's because the gameplay that he plays, he wants to kill at the top.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're just gonna want to think about your stages. Like Nathan is just a little weird, but you should think about these stage lists against every player. Like you should think like, right, are they prepared to play campy? Are they not? Do they kill at the top? Do they like killing at the top? When I think about Nathan, he sticks out as a player that is going to use up B a lot, which a lot of Links do, and that's fine. So we should think, right, what stages are good for up B? Well, kind of all of them. So we should just kind of disregard that. But he's not a campy Link, so he's not going to want to go Dreamland, and he's going to want to kill you at the top a lot. So he's going to think Pokemon, so you should be banning Pokemon. If you're thinking about someone like Jean-Marie, who he plays Puff, but he doesn't like camping ledge. His Puff likes to utilize platforms with his up air jab reset stuff against Spaceys, and so he's comfortable using platforms. So maybe, even though FD doesn't seem like the right pick, it might be better than Battlefield as a starting stage. Maybe my starting stages are Yoshi's, FD, Pokemon, Battlefield, FOD. Maybe something like that. Because we know that killing up the top against the Puff might be a little hard. Killing up the side might be a little easier. And maybe you think Battlefield's the worst stage. Because you think, like, right, James really comfortable here. It's really spacious. The platforms are pretty healthy height. I can't tech the walls. So James gonna like Battlefield, so I should just ban Battlefield first. Like, you should be thinking about the stages like that. You should be thinking about the player instead of, like, the character. Of course, you're gonna take the character into consideration. However, you gotta think of how they play the character. And when you think of them, do you think, like, right, James gonna want to be campy? Or is he gonna want to be more rush down? Does he want to play against pills, or is he gonna want to get around them? And so, obviously, Dreamland's pretty bad. So, we could say, like, your two bans always, from my point of view, if I were to play Puff, I would ban Battlefield and Dreamland because just because he's gonna live up the top really hard.
Yeah.
Um, and Battlefield as well because Jam's really comfortable using those platforms, those Battlefield platforms. That's like his favorite thing to do, and I can't take up the walls. So maybe I want to start FD, and he's gonna think, well, I can just back air wall. But maybe you're comfortable with him doing a back air wall, and you know how to get in. Maybe you know how to get in. Maybe you're prepared to camp him out with pills, and that's totally fine. But um, just make sure when you have your stage list, like make a notepad or something of like maybe not even a notepad, but just like a mental note of the play styles and the players and stuff.